Who is the next man up for the Bills' passing attack?
That's a great question. I don't know if there's a next man up. It should be Zay Jones, the rookie, but he has yet to show that he's the guy who's going to actually do that. You're thinking much more about this guy in terms of drops and not big plays. I think in general, this offense is suffering partly because of a receiving core that is, I think, inadequate overall, and adding Charles Clay's injury to that only makes things worse.
It's got to be Zay Jones. And this is the consequence, I think, of not having a real general manager in place. What? And drafting Zay Jones in the second round and trying to sell him as a starting receiver. It's a defensive head coach who's running the show. They blew that pick. Yeah. That guy doesn't belong on the field. After the game, I said, Zay, no one's open out there. What do you think of that? And he says, that's your opinion. No, and I said, no, Zay, it's not my opinion. It's a fact. Go watch the film.
You need a longer arm so you can pat yourself on the back for calling Nick O'Leary from.
Can I make a quick point about Zay?
When he jumps on the same point a week later after the guy does, well, I got to speak up. I've got to defend myself.
I wasn't even here last week.
Well,
and
you watch the show.
You act like you're some genius.
This should be the trailer for this show.
This is unbelievable, this guy sometimes. This is what I deal with on a weekly basis. It's been going on for over 20 years.
All right,
Can I make a quick point about Zay Jones?
Because I won the bet on the Indians.
Go for it.
Let me make a point about Zay Jones. And this actually is a point about Eric Moulds.
Let me take notes so I can use it next.
And the NFL. So if you should listen up, maybe you'll learn something this time. Years ago, guys weren't forced into that position. Eric Moulds, who's a very good receiver coming out of college, coming into a good team, he sat the bench and he earned his way and learned his way. He returned kickoffs on this team before he became the Eric Moulds that you knew as a great receiver. Guys in the NFL these days, they don't have a chance to develop. You need production right away. And that's what Zay Jones is trying to provide. I don't think that he's ready.